Hi Leo, welcome to your mid-October 2022 general love reading. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Leo. This will not resonate with every Leo that watches this message, and because this reading is general, not every single message may be for you. So please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else who needs to hear that message. And if this reading is not for you at all, Leo, I highly suggest checking out your other signs and different placements. Hi, cross watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Leo. Who wouldn't be? I like to remind Leo and cross watchers that energy is fluid, and this simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. So let's go ahead and get this reading started. I'm first going to use my sound bowl to clear and set the energy. So if you are listening to this using headphones or the volume's kind of loud right now, I do suggest turning it down a little bit only for this part because I don't want your ears to hurt. So let's tune in to Leo's energy and that energy surrounding Leo. All right, Leo. So let's see what's happening for you guys from now till the end of the month in love and romance. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, anyone dealing with the Leo. What is going on in your love life at this time? What is the energy that's surrounding Leo in love and romance? Tell me about it, Spirit. Already I'm seeing the letter D, as in Daniel, as in Danielle. First, middle, last initial can mean something to someone. Or even someone's initials could be DD, right? I'm seeing that. Or maybe someone has two Ds in their name. But anyway, tell me about it. Okay. Different pages. Interesting why I saw a D. And it says, you and this person don't share the same vision. Okay, so I do feel like you guys are going to become very aware of the fact that you don't see it working with this person, or you guys are starting to understand that the two of you want different things right now. You're not in alignment with each other and each other's needs. I do feel there's a situation here of unrequited love, and maybe, Leo, this is what someone feels that you have towards them. I feel like there's been a lot more silence, a lot more coldness, and maybe it's because, Leo, after all this time, or as much time as you've been spending with this person, it's still not where you want it to be. And even if it's been difficult, or, you know, you just had to rip that bandage off, I feel a lot of you guys are just kind of putting the final close on this chapter, or feel like you should. I don't know. It's just this, it feels like someone's just not into this anymore. And I feel that's why that some of you are deciding to go your separate ways, or have already been on that journey to separate yourself from this. But I do feel someone's a little bit shocked by it. I do feel someone's a little bit like they didn't see that coming. Maybe they thought that you guys were both down for the way it was, as being casual as it was for some of you guys. And they were shocked if a lot of you walked away because they did not see that coming. I feel that very strongly. Let's see what this person wants to say to you, this energy around you that's coming through that they haven't told you, that they've been holding back from telling you. I will always love you no matter what. Wow. Okay, so this could be your energy, their energy, whatever, but there is definitely someone who's still very much in love with someone who is walking away from them, or from someone who is pulling away from them. And I still feel like someone may be going through heartbreak right now, or separation right now, and it hurts. It feels relatively new. Maybe it just happened a couple weeks ago. Maybe it happened beginning of October, but I just feel that someone feels rejected, someone feels ghosted, but they still very much are in love with this person. Oh, okay. So let's pull the tarot and see behind this situation. Tell me more about this. The Sun card. Wow, Leo energy. So here you guys are showing up in your own reading. So I do feel a lot of you, you're the reason, you're the person that this energy is being directed towards. I do feel like you had to go find your own happiness, Leo. That whatever someone was doing wasn't making you happy. And simply for some of you guys, it just wasn't what you wanted, and that's okay. You know, if you feel incompatible or if you felt like things weren't unfolding the way you really wanted them to. And I feel for some of you, you really did wait for a long time and it just didn't serve you waiting. The person wasn't growing. They weren't changing. So you had to do what was right for you. But Leo, I could still see why they're very much a mess over this, because you were a light in their lives. Being around you made them very, very happy. Even if it wasn't what you wanted, you were everything they wanted. And I feel that this has been very hard for them to come to terms with this separation between the two of you. Maybe some of you guys met in the summertime, in the months of June, July, August, or maybe you're dealing with a Gemini, a Cancer, possibly another Leo, maybe a Virgo. But yeah, I do feel that this is becoming fully illuminated to the both of you of whether it is what they need to do in order to make you happy, or else you will move on, or the reasons why you had to. But for those of you that were doubting yourselves or questioning if separating yourself, pulling your energy was the right thing to do, it was. Because anything that makes you not happy, not feel loved, not feel appreciated is something that Spirit is guiding you to outgrow. But let's continue. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. Someone wasn't willing to open up. Someone wasn't willing to trust. Someone wasn't willing to... I don't know. I just feel with the Four of Pentacles, like someone took the other person for granted for sure. And no matter what that other person do to get this person to open up, to trust, to engage in this, someone just really thought they were going to have you forever, that you were always going to be around. And someone's too stuck in their ways to change. That's why someone had to move forward and move on. Yeah. And honestly, someone was getting bored with this situation, was getting bored with the connection with the Four of Cups. I feel boredom very strongly here. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Pentacles, Virgo energy. Some of you could be dealing with a Virgo. You could have Virgo in your chart. It does not have to be the case in order for this reading to resonate. What I can say is that this is why someone had to pull away. It was moving too slow. And I just feel as much hope and interest someone had in this, every time there was another disappointment, every time there was another delay, every time there was another blockage, it just wore someone down. And the speed of this, the slowness of it wasn't encouraging. And I feel that, I don't know, for the Four of Pentacles crossing this, and even the Knight of Pentacles being the setup of this, being on the bottom of the deck, you guys could have met at work. It could be coworkers. But I just feel like maybe someone just didn't want to move this forward because they were unsure of breaking away from certain patterns that made them feel very comfortable, made them feel very secure, which we see with the Four of Pentacles. I do feel they felt like it was safer to play it easy, to not go outside of the box, to not take chances, than it was to possibly take a chance and get heartbroken by you, Leo. So I do feel like this situation, it just didn't interest someone anymore, as long as it's been taking, as someone still doesn't feel ready, still doesn't feel prepared. That's why I feel this is breaking off. And with the Knight of Pentacles, maybe someone decided to engage more in their career, more in their projects, more on something else than they were willing to do for you. And again, I hate saying this, but it's what I feel. I really do think they just never thought you would leave, never thought you would walk away from this connection, but you did. And I feel like you just think this isn't worth the investment anymore. It's not worth the time anymore. And that you guys are interested in different things, even with the Knight of Pentacles. You were working towards something more serious. This person always had an excuse why it couldn't go there. So let's jump right on in. Center of this is the sun, Leo energy. So yeah, I do feel, Leo, that as difficult as this was to accept that the two of you are not on the same page, I do feel with the sun card here that there's a lot illuminating to this person about you leaving, about you not, what they did to lose you, I guess. But Leo, I am seeing that, you're taking your happiness as a priority. And if someone did make you feel like they pushed you away, or they were unwilling to give this a chance, they were unwilling to do more for you, to make you feel like there was something that was worth staying in, I do feel that by choosing your happiness, it's leading you towards the right way. And I do feel someone being very upset, even angry by the fact that you walked away. Even if you gave them every opportunity and chance, they don't see it that way for some reason, Leo. They now are seeing the situation as like the love of their life, or the light of their life, let's just say, has just walked out on them and left them. And now they're kind of left in the dark. And I do feel, Leo, even if they do go through moments of being angry with you, being upset with you by the fact that you're kind of closing this by taking another turn in this, I do feel they'll always have care for you. You'll always be in their heart. That's why this card came out of I will love you no matter what. And maybe even, Leo, with you recognizing you guys are on different pages, different tracks, or you guys, whether you've already done this or you're starting to think about doing this because it's been building up, I think maybe some of you will leave this situation as saying, you know what, I have love for you. I think we just can't continue this. I think there's more for me out there, and there may be more for you that we just can't give each other. We can't fulfill for one another. But there's something about someone's smile someone really loves, and I'm seeing a gap in someone's teeth, front two teeth. That may be very specific for some of you guys out there. But maybe, I don't know, it's just they absolutely love your smile, and they're upset and angry and feel really hurt by the fact that they're afraid they're not going to see that anymore with you. They've been fixated on you, Leo, for this being the center of the whole spread. Fixated on what went wrong, why you left. Even if it's pretty blatantly obvious to you, they're still trying to figure it out. And I think this person's going to be stuck on you for a very long time, Leo. So be aware of that. I don't know. I still feel with the King of Swords crowning this, they're still going to want to talk things out, want to talk to you and try to figure it out. But I can see why you guys are very fed up. So is this your last resort type of thing? Seeing if they'll do anything by leaving? Or are you guys like, did you make up your mind in this? Or is this something you're kind of facing with someone else? But what's crossing this is the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, Capricorn energy. So stubbornness, being stuck in someone's own ways, being closed up. A closed heart chakra too. So for some of you, I don't even feel like their resistance was personal. I feel maybe, they, with the Knight of Pentacles, they had certain goals they wanted to achieve before they'd even think about having a relationship. I do feel there's someone here that always used work as an excuse to not push things forward, or even to bail out on certain dates you guys had planned. But yeah, I just feel too, others of you with this Four of Pentacles, if it's not so much as to why this fell apart, Leo, I still feel like they were going to want to hold on to you, want to hold on to this. I don't think they're at the place yet to accept things as they are and to kind of surrender to the situation. I think that they are, again, fixated on still keeping you and finding ways to do that. I do feel like maybe money was an issue within this connection for some of you guys. Like someone was kind of frugal, a little bit cheap, never wanting to split the bill or never wanting to take the full bill. I just feel that that was an issue for someone as well within this connection. You never felt like they wanted to take you out onto a nice dinners where they would splurge a little bit, but they would go, to the same place every single time. I don't know. It was just frustrating for you guys, the stubbornness of this person and the unwillingness to change from this person. But with the Four of Pentacles crossing this, for sure, for the majority of you, was this lack of person being open and real and doing things that would fight for you or make you feel like they wanted to take this to another level. Someone's stubbornness was really the downfall to this whole connection. What's crowning this is the King of Swords, Aquarius energy. So I do feel a conversation coming about very soon between the two of you where I feel you're going to be completely honest about it. And some of you, you've already had this very recently and they're still feeling the burn from it. I was feeling that coldness, and here's the King of Swords. And it's not that you're being cold per se, but you want to keep things as detached emotionally as possible so you can find the right solution to express your need to separate or express your need to kind of move on and move forward in a logical way. I feel that's how you're looking at this situation now that they disappointed you emotionally with the Four of Cups. With the King of Swords, I feel someone's made up their mind now where it's going to be difficult to change. It's going to be difficult to convince. And the only way someone can make someone change their mind about this whole situation is by actually following through with your words. Because I feel there was a lack of that. There was a lack of action. There was a lack of motivation. And because of all that, it gave someone the deduction that they don't care. This isn't what's meant for me. Someone could be in law enforcement or in, criminal law. Someone could be studying to be a lawyer, is a lawyer. I'm picking up on. But yeah, I do feel like this conversation is going to be a tough one, or was a tough one. But it was honest, it was very clear, and I think it's helped someone make a decision about this. What's rooting this is the Four of Cups, Cancer energy. So yeah, I do feel for some of you guys, this connection got too repetitive. And there are two fours here. Your birthday could be August 4th, August 14th, perhaps July 24th for some of you guys out there. But yeah, the connection was just not inspiring anymore. I do feel like someone just unwilling to go out and do things, always wanting to be home. And it's okay to be an introvert. There's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like this energy, it was like literally just wanting to stay at home, doing the same things, watching the same TV shows, watching the same movies, eating the same foods, and being perfectly okay with that as long as they felt okay with it. I do feel, Leo, you felt like they didn't take your needs and your emotions into consideration as they took their own. And so there is a huge missed opportunity here that I feel they see with you, Leo, that they didn't really understand or get until this unrequited love started to develop, or this separation started to develop emotionally, the detachment. I do feel, Leo, for a lot of you, you really did try. because, you know, maybe with the setup with the Knight of Pentacles, you did see potential, but as time went on, it just started to deflate. And I do feel someone overstaying their welcome at your house. Maybe this is what you did, I don't know, but like someone who, you know, it was meant to be a night and then they stayed for the whole weekend, eating your food, you know, sleeping in your bed, using your Netflix account type of thing. Again, I just feel like someone didn't want to realize or didn't fully realize. I don't know, they got comfortable too soon, yet they also didn't want to take this anywhere. They were complacent at where things were at. And that really just started to bore someone. It really started to make someone feel not motivated in pursuing this more. How they see you, Leo, or how you may be in this connection is the Hierophant. Taurus energy, Capricorn energy. So what I feel with this is definitely something they're still going to want to hold on to. They still see a future with you. They still see that you guys can fix this, work on this, heal this. There's so much that you've taught them. There's so much that they wouldn't have realized on their own without you. They definitely do view you as someone who is very wise, someone who's very grounded and real. But you're also successful in your own way, whether that's your own business, your own career, or even with your friendships and family members. There's a lot of people that do look up to you as being someone that has accomplished so much, that has a lot of dreams, that has a lot of goals. And you're determined to make those goals happen. And if you're starting to see that that's not going to happen with this person, then you'll move on to the person that does. And, you know, Leo, I think they didn't realize that maybe because you were waiting for so long, or maybe you did try to make this work, you were very patient with it, how stubborn you would be in return once your mind was made up. But yeah, for how they see you, I do feel like they see you as partnership material, as girlfriend, boyfriend material. But it's funny that they didn't really see that until you were gone, until you really gave that serious indication that you're moving on and you're going to find your own happiness with or without them. So I wonder for some of you, not all, but definitely some of you, this is your last pull to see if they'll do anything different. Because something different has to happen in order for you to fully be okay with this again, or to be open to this again. I'm seeing like the peace sign emoji. I don't know if you sent that to them through text message recently, or that's something you usually send to them. How you see them, or how they may be in this connection, is Page of Wands in reverse. Fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. So yeah, I with the Page of Wands in reverse, with the Four of Pentacles crossing this, not exciting anymore. I feel like, you know, for some of you, you are coming to the realization this person isn't going to surprise you. This person isn't going to change. They're immature. They're irresponsible even, you feel. And maybe that's why they're kind of bad with money for some. I feel with this Page of Wands in reverse that they didn't make the right choices. They didn't make the right moves. You felt like they weren't passionate about this. They weren't passionate about you. And it showed through their actions. It showed through their resistance with the Four of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. So I feel, Leo, you think if they're not willing to fight for this, you're not going to be either. And they feel defeated right now, especially if the passion has been dying out between the two of you, or if you have had that difficult conversation of what happened and what's happening. They feel devastated, but again, also for some of you, angry with you, even if it's not deserved. Maybe they're going to be a little feisty with you. They're going to snap at you. They're going to send some snappy text messages, but I think it's all their ways of trying to fight the reality of this situation, of what happened to push you away. Well, let's see for some of you if this is actually going to work out, if this is actually going to heal and mend, or if it's best to walk away. We're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to see what else is going to happen between the two of you. What else do you need to know about this connection? If anything's going to change or if it's going to remain the same forever. I'm also going to pull oracle cards as well to just dive deeper into this connection and anything else you need to know so you make the best choice with whatever happens. If you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box and you'll find the link to Vimeo, which will take you to the extended reading. But if this is where you depart, Leo, I really hope that this reading has resonated with you. I hope it's provided you with the clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to this connection. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Leo, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Leo.